ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I am Falak Khan, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leaders interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven success formulas for many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge sharing community. We have one such industry titan on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Jainendra Kumar. Hello, welcome, Mr. Kumar. We are glad to have you here with us today on FaceTime with Leaders.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be with you today.
Thank you.
Thanks you for having me here.
Mr. Kumar is a highly acclaimed name and versatile professional with over 2.5 decades of experience in overcoming complex business challenges, driving organizational transformations, and making high-stake decisions. With a strong background in product management, cloud computing, and strategy, he has a proven track record of leveraging innovation and strategic thinking to drive functional strategy and deliver impactful solutions. Given his highly diverse skill set in areas such as data engineering, machine learning, AI, blockchain, IoT, and digital transformation, coupled with his vast experience, he is currently Vice President at Digital Transformation Unit at XCEEDENCE. We are glad to have you here with us today. So, Mr. Jainendra Kumar, could you please let our viewers know about your journey of becoming Vice President of the Digital Transformation Unit of XCEEDENCE?
Yeah, sure, Falak. So, yeah, it has been a very interesting 25 years since I completed my electrical engineering in 1996. Since then, I got an opportunity to work with large multinational companies to medium-sized organizations, then even startups. Have visited or walked in multiple geographies, including India, Europe, and in US. I have played various roles, starting right from software engineering to engineering management, then product management, profit and loss management, unit leadership, technology leadership. You mentioned about data, then innovation practices, delivering newer product and newer initiatives from India, and then transformation leadership. I would say that for the last 10 to 12 years, I am mostly focused around transformation, which range from agile, lean, enterprise architecture, digital, and then business transformation, which actually results into a disruptive strategic as well as change management for both internal focused projects as well as for client. I would say currently at XCEEDENCE, our more focus for this digital transformation unit is around client-centric digital transformation. So it has been a fabulous 24 years. Look forward to many more interesting years to come.
That's really great, indeed a long journey. So you have handled several roles and responsibilities in the technical domain. What does it take for someone to be so cross-skilled?
Yeah, so technology by its nature, if you look at, is changing very, very fast. If I go back and look at my first job out of college, which was for a private company, working mostly for defense organizations and Indian Space Research Organization. Oh, I was fortunate to, got such a kind of a job to start with. There, I started with low-level assembly language programming. That was the day, where the computers was introduced. And then, over the period, as the technology evolved, I kind of start learning, higher level language from C, then C++, then Java, I would say COM, DCOM, Then the architectural practice around UML, then Python, Node.js, enterprise architecture, now, AI, ML, IoT, and blockchain. I think also, in between somewhere in the career, I was also asked to, take a role around in management and leadership. And that is where, to hone my skills around management and leadership, I took on learnings around, and that is where, I did my management MBA from IMT Ghaziabad, then did senior leadership program, senior management program from IIM Calcutta, and then some global certifications around product management and in general on other leadership level programs as well. But talking about, the upskilling and cross-skilling, I would say it is more about passion, right? So because of my passion for technology, then digital, and in general, the product and the innovation, I think, which has keep me motivated to continuously upskill myself across this around 25 years. Now I see, the newer technology and technology like metaverse and the quantum computing, which are now, some of the buzzwords these days. But yeah, yet to be seen, what business viability and the use cases they are going to produce. But these are some things that is on my radar to actually start, looking at.
So, as a digital transformation professional, what has been the biggest feat you have achieved so far?
So, I have been involved in digital transformation for the last 12 years or so. It ranged from, processes, enterprise architecture, digital data, and then business transformation. In this, 12 years, I have seen organizations, mostly, the large telcos or the banks actually using enterprise architecture as a practice to actually drive large scale transformation. Then I have also seen companies, who have done multiple merger and acquisitions using technology and data to look at their KPIs holistically and, drive business values as well as business result through database decision making. So at XCEEDANCE, we are driving business results for clients through digital and enterprise architecture interventions. You did mention about, which out of this actually I think, brought more value. I think the closest to my heart, all this 12 years where, I have been involved in digital transformation would be the merger and acquisition project that I did, where I was involved with an organization who have done close to 10 M&As over the period of 6 to 7 years, but they ran into a challenge of unifying, getting a unified view of their KPIs. So that was something very, very close, where, we bring diverse set of data points across multiple organizations and multiple systems together to monitor and track business KPIs. I would say, a 24/7 availability of almost near real-time, dashboard, which would be available to the corporate leadership as well as unit level leadership, fueled a culture of transparency, accountability, and ownership across all the different business units which were part of that. So a 24/7 availability of near real-time data and the KPIs through the dashboard brought visibility across the corporate as well as unit level leadership. That actually fueled culture of transparency, ownership, collaboration, and accountability across the various business units.
That's really great. So, have you ever felt a better need for corporate governance integration in any business facet?
I think yes. The way I see it is, corporate governance is a set of policies, rules, processes, and practices, more so to direct and control companies. But generally, as an employee, what I have felt that it is not that tightly integrated with the day-to-day operations, and the operational risks and transparency somehow is missing, and that connectivity between the day-to-day operations with the corporate governance team or the board is somewhere lacking. I definitely see there's an opportunity to actually integrate it in a much better way. The other one is about educating the entire organization around corporate governance, the key matrices, how it is being tracked. Again, like the same thing around transparency, both, I would say, bi-directional from the corporate governance team, that is the board, as well as from the employee at large, who should have a better and easier way to share the risks, ideas, and areas of improvement with the corporate governance team. And digitally, it is possible. It's just that there is a focus around it which is needed.
So as a corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
Yeah. So again, picking up on the previous questions, I think corporate governance definitely is a very, very wide topic. But again, it is about direction and control at very high level. And for better direction and control, we need data. And along with foresight, of course, but data is kind of the denominator, where actually you need to bring that data. There is a technology and the digital transformation initiative that generally organizations will have to drive towards. Plus, I would also say that in the recent top CEO surveys that I have looked at from the top analysts, most of the CEOs have ranked digital transformation as the top 3 priority for them. And I would say that digital is the business impact or value that the business can drive from technology, is how it relates into business value for the organization at large. With my background in digital data and technology, I sure can guide companies in establishing policies, processes, and tools to facilitate setting a strategic direction, monitoring and controlling the right KPIs, and the KPIs that matters the most.
Yes, very interesting to know indeed. So as someone working closely with technology, what are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology? And what changes do you expect to see with the advent of IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, big data, and Web 3.0?
Yeah, absolutely. So technology has changed rapidly, more so, I think, in the last 1 decade. This recent change have been more disruptive for both corporates as well as individual and society at large. These technologies, and again, like which you mentioned, IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, even Web 1.2 and Web 3.0 are at large centric around data. It has opened the world for data sharing, data capturing. Huge amount of data is being captured by large technology giants, as well as small and medium, and even startups. Now, these data are used for, again, like you talked about machine learning. So machines are now learning from this data. And Web 3.0 has made it much easier to capture that data, share that data, and ability for machines to learn from the data. And this has opened up a new dimension of risks, ethical practices, compliance, and sustainability practices that I feel that would be very soon be a conversation in every board. It is already in conversation with the large technology companies board, but it will be, very soon in every organization, because today, if you look at, every company is a technology company, irrespective of whether they are doing mechanical work or they are, manufacturing electronics. But at large, there is a big amount of technology that is behind the organization, which is helping them through the entire, value chain. So every boardroom would need technology representation, and it will happen very, very soon. At least, starting with the most progressive companies who would see the value of, data-driven decision making at the boardroom, and at the same time, bringing or closing the relationships between the operations and at the top, boardroom or the management level. So that is where I see, there is going to be a quantum shift in the coming or the near future.
So as you know, we are building a community of industry magnets. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. What are your thoughts about this initiative taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation team?
Yeah, so wonderful job, Jihan, Heval, and the World Development Corporation. This initiative is really, really wonderful. So far, very few people were aware of the corporate governance in general. But I think, building these communities is creating that awareness across a larger and wider community base. Now, because of these efforts, a diverse set of talent pool is now aware of the corporate governance and the need for the certifications. I think that it is a wonderful initiative, which is in general benefiting the corporate India as well as the Indian talent pool.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your wonderful and kind words. It was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will inspire future leaders. Thank you, Mr. Jainendra Kumar, for joining us today. We wish you the best for your future endeavors. And once again, we are glad to have you here today with us on FaceTime with Leaders. And thank you so much for sharing all your wonderful insights and principles and like your journey with us. I'm sure that, everyone watching this, it is going to inspire them in growing their businesses too.
Hey, thank you, Falak. It was great talking to you today.
Thank you. Same here.